Sadiq Khan is wrong about crime, and he's been wrong for years. Shock. Stop and search is not the problem in London. Violent crime is the problem in London. In 2014, Sadiq was the Shadow Justice Secretary. In fact, when he was Shadow Justice Secretary, I walked out of my cell in Winchester Prison and walked straight into him. And I had a conversation with him about Islam in prisons. And I said, I've just been through the prison system. What are you going to do about the Islamic gangs? To which he had 0 words to say. He also at that point told me that he was good friends with Majid Nawaz. Guess what? When Majid was a radical extremist. Majid was a radical extremist and Sadiq was his good friend. From his own mouth. After the death of Mark Duggan, Sadiq said that the police force was stubbornly white. How dare they be stubbornly white in a white majority country? He also said that there must be an urgent rethink of the stop and search powers used by the police. Sure enough, there was a rethink, a massive rethink. Between March 2012 and 2013, there were over 1 million instances of stop and search in England and Wales. Between 2015 and 2016, that figure dropped to 387,448. That's a massive decrease in stop and search. As a candidate during the 2015 mayoral election, Khan promised to do everything in his power to cut stop and search. So this huge drop in numbers was a huge victory for Sadiq, and of course for his mates in Labour. By disallowing the police from being able to stop people who they believe have committed a crime, or people who look like someone that they're out to find, Sadiq and Labour have put London and the rest of the UK at risk. Going by the fact he thinks the police force is too white, and that he's called for the banning of racial profiling by the police. No doubt this whole operation was an effort to improve relations with the black and ethnic minority communities in London. When stop and search dropped to a third of the rate in 2013, violent crime increased, Sadiq. Well done, mate. I'm no mathematician, but the numbers are pretty clear. Yeah? It's basic maths. In 2013, there were over 600,000 violent crimes against a person in England and Wales. But in 2016, it's increased to nearly 1 million. The people are less safe than ever. When you compare those statistics, you get this. Again, I'm no mathematician, although I did get an A in maths, but it's pretty obvious an inverse correlation. When one goes down, the other goes up. And we don't just see this in terms of numbers, we're seeing it with our own eyes. Everyone can see it. The police are seizing huge amounts of knives at British schools. Between 2015 and 2017, 32 forces throughout England and Wales confiscated over 2,500 weapons at schools. These are our kids, for God's sake, bringing knives into schools. People are wandering through our streets with machetes. It's happening time and time again, daily. And then there's the fact we're possibly the acid attack capital of the world at this point. Between 1999 and 2013, there were 3,500 incidents of acid attacks in Bangladesh. In Britain, there have been over 1,800 reports of attacks since 2010 just in London. And the police admit there's an issue surrounding people even reporting these attacks. At these rates, it's possible more attacks are happening in Britain every year than in Bangladesh. This is some third world stuff. What has our country become?
There's been a big increase in acid attacks, not just in London, but across the country. It's a grotesque form of attacking somebody. A number of things that we're doing already in London. Our police officers, a significant number now have a acid response kit, which they can use if somebody unfortunately suffers an acid attack.
Sadiq Khan's policies are destroying London and putting people at risk. His attempt to create community cohesion are putting people's lives in danger. The guy's a maniac. He proves that every time he opens his mouth, and the numbers show it too. Thank you for watching. If you like that and you want to see more, click like and subscribe.